If you're watching this video, you are someone who has survived every single one of your most difficult days. You are a winner. And I believe that there's a reason why you are still here on this planet while so many other people, their time was up. Nash Mackey here, rapid breakthrough and personal performance coach. I wanted to drop in with this quick message. Over the past 2 years, or it's a little bit longer than that now, but mainly over the past 2 years, we've experienced so much disruption in our lives. And I know there's people all around the world who they've had their lives completely turned upside down. And it's going to take many, many years to recover. Now, in amongst all of this disruption, I know that there's people who have lost their jobs. There are people who have, had to make really big decisions about their health and about the way they want to deal with their health moving forward. But beyond all of that stuff, sometimes life sends us situations where it forces us even to look at our life in a completely different way. And I don't believe there's any accident for why this happens. The things in life that happen, I believe, are always calling us forward, or at least inviting us to step forward into greater levels of our potential, to actually wake up to the impact we're here to make on earth. I truly believe that every single one of us here on earth is here for a reason, is here to add something. And life is constantly sending us situations and people and different events to wake us up and to make sure that we don't become complacent and to challenge us and call us forward. Now, if we are running a mindset where we're believing that life is out to get us and that we're at the mercy of life, then that can really lead us to a place of disempowerment. But if we choose to look at life and we believe that everything is happening for a reason, everything is actually a gift and is an opportunity, then that is what it becomes. And in my own life, having faced my own fair share of challenges, as every single human does, but the difference in my life, I've been on both sides of the fence. I've had those times where I didn't have that belief, and I used to believe that I was being punished or that I was doing something wrong. But when I developed that belief that everything that is flowing into my life is actually a gift, and I chose to see it through that lens, then that is what it became. And it's the opportunity that we all have. I love seeing what happens in people's lives when they choose to embrace that belief and they choose to believe that there are more solutions than problems, that life never gives you anything you can't handle, and that life wants you to win. In saying that, the resistance can be very high sometimes. Sometimes we can be going through life, and what we're facing, we can be questioning, do I have what it takes to overcome this? Is this going to be the thing that breaks me? But let me just say, if you're watching this video, you're someone who has survived every single one of your most difficult days. You are a winner. And I believe that there's a reason why you are still here on this planet while so many other people, their time was up. Now, I know in amongst the disruption we've faced the past 2 years, many people are looking at their lives and they're not wanting to go back to how they were living before all of this disruption happened. Many people right now are questioning, was I actually living my best life before? Was what I was doing actually what I'm here on earth to do? And so this is beautiful because that disruption is making people look at their life in a new way. And when there's that little bit of confusion, that's actually a beautiful opportunity to make some better choices if you've been putting off doing what you really know is best for you and would allow you to have the greatest impact here on earth. I know a lot of people are not wanting to go back to how they were living, and they are understanding that there are some things in the world that they used to be certain about that they can no longer lean on, that they no longer can rely on, because they are discovering, because they're questioning things and they're seeing things in a new way, And things are being revealed over the past 2 years, and people aren't wanting to go back to how they were living previously. And they understand that there are some significant changes that must happen in the world. And that can seem like a lot of work, but it's actually a beautiful opportunity. We're all here to do something, to add something to what has been done. And I believe everything that's happening in the world is actually calling us forward. And what's happening in the world right now, it really could go one of two ways. If, as the saying goes, evil prevails when good people do nothing. And right now, if you know in your heart that there is a lot of improvement that gets to be made, then if you sit around and do nothing, you will have to live with that for the rest of your life, and that will eat away at you. One day you will look back at this time and you will ask yourself, did I do everything I could have during that time? Did I show up at my best, or did I pull my punches? Did I go half in? Did I let my fears and my excuses get the better of me? We can never hide, we can never run from what we know is right in our hearts. And we'll have to face off with that one day. I know a lot of people who, before what was happening in the world, they were so focused on a lot of superficial things. They were focused on achieving society's definition of success, having a lot of money, getting a lot of material things, having all the cars and the fancy houses. And there's nothing wrong with that stuff, but that was what was driving them. And the disruption that they've experienced over the past 2 years has actually made them consider, what are they trading their life for? What is actually important? And I know that there's a lot of people who want to make a real difference moving forward, who want to be part of the solutions that the world needs moving forward. In saying this, I wanted to share with you that I've got a new academy that I put together, which is called the Unshakable Academy. And it's combining so much, really the best parts of what I've learned over the past 8 years of immersing myself in learning about human performance and human behavior. And I'm bringing that to people's corners because I believe there are so many people in the world right now who want to reinvent their lives, who want to stand for something greater, but who feel that they're being held back by something, by some certain beliefs that they have about themselves. Questions like, who am I to make a difference? What difference can I really make? And even though they want to make an impact, they want to add something, and they want to be part of the solution, they feel like they can't go all in on that. And so my job, my mission right now, I feel, is to use what I've learned over the years to support more people be in their power so they can be part of the solution, so they can empower themselves for the future and set themselves and their families up in the best possible way moving forward. There is so many people who do not want to go back to the way life was because they now realize that was very, very superficial the way they were living. And it's no judgment on anyone. We've all been there, but they know that there's more in them. They feel when they look at their life right now that they're playing very, very small, and they know that it's time to step up. It's time to actually get into gear and show up on a higher level. And they know within doing that, within committing to having a greater impact through the way they're living, that's how they experience the greatest quality of life. I am so excited to be bringing this academy and empowering people through this academy. This is an online boot camp. This is also got a touch of what I learned when I trained as a soldier. And it's got that intensity, that accountability, and that direction that I believe humans need to get the most out of themselves so they can really stand for something powerfully and they can create a meaningful life for themselves and have a really, really great impact as they do that. So if you want to find out more about this incredible academy, I am more than happy to share some information with you. It's very, very powerful. It is not for the faint-hearted. If you're ready to take your impact to the next level, if you know that you've been pulling your punches, you've been playing small in your life, and you're ready to accelerate to another level so you can be part of the solution moving forward, then please reach out to me because I'd love to share details with you. I sincerely hope that this message finds you and your loved ones thriving and well. And if you feel like this is something that's come to you for a reason, you've come across this message for a reason, then go ahead, send me a message and let's chat. Big love, we'll talk soon.